Hello, everybody. It's Miss Trisha from the Carver County Library. I'm so happy you were able to join us tonight for Library Fun Day Monday. It's really fun to be able to have our friends here tonight. I know that some of you, it was such a beautiful day, you might have gone outside and played outside a little bit. We're going to see if we can talk a little bit about rainbows tonight. And you know what? It's a really good time to talk about rainbows because it was beautiful today. It's a little cloudy now. Miss Trisha can see out the window, and there's some clouds coming in. It might rain tonight and tomorrow, and then we're going to all have to look for the rainbows. So we're reading about rainbows today. And again, welcome, friends, to Carver County Library Monday Fun Day, where we have our different storytelling sessions and music sessions. I'm very happy you're here. It's really good to see you. And we are going to start out and we are going to sing our welcome song together. So, if you have something that you can shake, I have a shaker egg. If you don't have one, that's okay. You can just kind of do jazz hands. And if you have something to toss, maybe a blanket or a scrap of fabric or a scarf, something to toss, we'll sing that together. So we're going to sing, ready, friends? And we're going to sing, This Is the Way. And then we're going to shake, we're going to toss, we're going to do a few other things. Are you ready? This is the way we shake our eggs, shake our eggs, shake our eggs. This is the way we shake our eggs for story time. Nice job. And if you did jazz hands, that's awesome too. We're going to toss our scarves. We'll toss them way up high and see if we can. Oh, Miss Trisha had to catch that. Wow, it almost fell on the floor. And then I don't know what I do. This is the way we toss our scarves, toss our scarves, toss our scarves. This is the way we toss our scarves at story time. Are you ready to get ready for a story? Well, today we're going to be talking about rainbows. So we're going to getting our ears ready, and we'll sit and we'll get our ears ready. So we'll sit still like this and we'll get our ears ready. So we sing, This is the way we sit so still, sit so still, sit so still. This is the way we sit so still for story time. Nice job, friends. Yay. That was awesome. Do you know what? Like I said, we're talking about rainbows today. And do you know with rainbows, you need to have a rain shower for a rainbow to appear. You need sun and some moisture to get that rainbow effect. So we'll be watching tomorrow after it rains, maybe tomorrow and even the next day. I don't know how much it's going to rain to see if we get a rainbow. But we're also going to be telling some stories about rainbows, and we're going to be singing some songs about rainbows. And did you know that rainbows actually have 7 colors? Our rainbow tonight that we're going to talk about, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to talk about 6 colors on this one. But rainbows actually have 7 colors. So we're going to start out and we are going to sing, or not sing, we are going to listen to a story all about rainbows. And if you can see right here, this story happened a long time ago. And you know, it's read with permission from free source. The story is called Princess Iris and the Rainbow Museum. And it's free source material from the rainbowmuseum.com website. And it's written by Simon Veristra. So we're really excited to be able to share this story tonight. And again, there's that rainbow and there's the house. And they called it a rainbow museum because the house was filled with old paintings and stuffy furniture and kind of some things that were old and musty. So they called it a museum. And one day, a long time ago, all of a sudden there was a rainbow that appeared in the sky over the museum. And do you know what happened on that day? That was the day that Princess Iris was born. Yay! So we have Princess Iris and we have the king and the queen. They live in the Rainbow Museum. There they are. They live in the Rainbow Museum. We'll put them right up there. And Princess Iris was born, so a rainbow appeared over the museum. Now, Princess Iris also lived in the museum with a gardener. That's a gardener. We'll put that right there. And a cook and a maid. They all lived in the museum with her mom and dad. But the museum was very far away and she didn't have any friends or kids to play with. So Princess Rainbow, she was very, very sad. There she is, and she's just so sad. So one day, for her 5th birthday, they decided to take her out and drive her all around the kingdom because they wanted her to see the kingdom. Maybe she'd make some friends and be happy. But do you know what happened? Everybody in the kingdom saw how sad Princess Iris was. They were worried about her because she was so sad. So that was kind of sad. So then they decided that somebody should try and make her happy. And then one day, someone came knocking on the door. Well, here he is. And it was kind of a different man, and he was dressed in a purple suit with some shiny buttons. And he knocked on the door and he said, "Can I come in?" Because he wanted to make Princess Iris happy. And they said, "Do you have an invitation?" And he said, "Nope." So then, they sent him away. So Princess Iris was just continuing to be so sad. And the years went by, and she was sadder and sadder. And she cried. It was just so sad. So then someone knocked on the door again the next day. And this person, but I have to tell you, something sad happened before that. The gardener, he was really old. He even had moss in his beard. He was so old. I don't know about that. He had moss in his beard, and that night he died. And then someone came to knock on the door again. Here's the person that came to knock on the door, and he knocked on the door and he said, "Hello, I'm looking for some work. Do you need a gardener at the castle?" And then they said, "Why, yes, of course we need a gardener." So they said, "You can help us because our gardener is gone." So he helped them at the castle. He came and he helped, and I'm going to put the cook and the maid away. He grew things so beautifully. He grew all the different, like, flowers that you can think of all the colors of the rainbow, and it became the most beautiful, beautiful garden in the whole kingdom. It was so beautiful. And you know what? It was so beautiful that butterflies came and bees came. Do you want to see the garden? The picture of the garden? Here it is. Butterflies and bees and all kinds of things came. And with bees come honey. So the bees made some honey. And our friend, Mr. Gardner, he was a very smart man. He sold the honey from the bees. And he knew it didn't belong to him. It belonged to the museum. So he took the money from the honey and he buried it right under the tree, under the very beautiful tree. He put it in a treasure box under the tree. That's right, friends. Now, Princess Iris, she was still so sad, though. Her garden was beautiful. Everything was working out wonderfully. Her parents thought, she's 18 now. Maybe we should look for a husband for her. So they had a huge garden party, and they invited all the princes and all the friends from all over the land to come and see her. So everyone came to the big house. Remember, they call it the museum because it's stuffy and it has old paintings and things. They all came to see Princess Iris, but none of the people made her very happy. And they said, so there wasn't anybody who wanted to marry? And she said, no, nobody made me really happy. So Princess Iris, she just kept feeling so very, very sad that she went out to her garden that night after all the people came for the party, and she just sat down and she cried. That's right, she sat right by her garden and she cried. So she wasn't feeling very good at all. Well, while she was out at the garden crying and feeling bad, and she stayed out there all night, that maid and the cook, they cleaned up the house. And when they cleaned up, they took all the food. So there was no more food in the whole house. So Princess Iris was feeling bad. She didn't find a husband. Now she had more bad news. She had to tell her mother and dad didn't have any more money. There's no more food. So they were all feeling so bad. Well, then somebody came. Remember this guy? Remember the gardener? And he said, "I have something to tell you." Do you remember how he worked the garden, made the beautiful flowers, and the bees came, and then he buried the treasure, the money he got from the honey, under the tree, under that special tree? That's right, he buried it under the special tree. And he brought it to Iris, and he said, "This belongs to the museum. This is your treasure. These are from your bees, from the honey that your bees made. So this belongs to the museum." Well, Iris was so happy. She had not been happy before. She was so happy. She couldn't believe it. She said, "This is wonderful." And she ran to tell her parents that she was so happy. And they said, "Are you really happy?" She said, "Yes, I would like to marry the gardener." "Does he really make you happy, Iris?" And she said, "Oh, Mom and Dad, he makes me so happy. I want to live with him forever and ever." And you know what? The king and the queen said, "Yes, you may." And once again, they had a huge garden party, and everybody came from the whole land because they wanted to see Iris because she was so happy. They wanted to see her. And so they invited everyone to come. And you know what? On the day that the people came, everybody came, remember, to see the house and see Iris. They came to the house that they call them the museum. Do you see, friends, what appeared above the house? Can you see? What showed up above the house? It was a rainbow. That's right, it was a rainbow. So the day that Iris married the gardener, a rainbow appeared above the museum. And so the king proclaimed from now on, we are going to call this house the Rainbow Museum. And the princess, Iris, and the gardener, and the king and queen, and all of their friends and everyone in the kingdom lived happily ever after. And that's the story of the Rainbow Museum and our princess Iris. Well, like I said, friends, we are talking a lot about rainbows today. So I'm really excited to be talking about rainbows because, like I said, we may have a rainstorm coming this week. We already talked about how rainbows have 7 colors. And we're going to learn some colors of the rainbow. And we're going to practice. Miss Trisha is working and practicing American Sign Language. And American Sign Language is a real language that people who are deaf and hard of hearing use to communicate. So we are going to learn some of our colors today in American Sign Language, friends, and I'll help you out with them. We are going to first learn the colors, and then we're going to sing a song. The first color we're going to learn is purple. You make a peace sign, put your thumb in between, and waggle it like this. Purple. Purple. That's right, purple. And the next color we're going to learn is blue. Blue, blue, that's right, blue. The next one we're going to learn is green, making the letter G, and then waggling it back and forth. Green, and then yellow, friends. Make your fist and then yellow like that. And then we're going to do orange. And then my favorite, red. You touch your lip like this, red. And we are going to sing about the colors of the rainbow. And this is a sign for a rainbow. You take your 4 fingers and go like this, rainbow. And in American Sign Language, you always use your dominant hand as your sign, your hand that does the movement and the sign. So Miss Trisha is going to be using this hand today. So we're going to sing the song a couple times and practice our colors. So are you ready, friends? I'm ready to sing the song. And we're going to, like I said, practice the colors. And we're going to do rainbow purple, rainbow blue, rainbow green, and yellow too. Rainbow orange, rainbow red, rainbow shining overhead. You ready? Can we try it again? We're going to practice those colors again with American Sign Language. Are you ready? Rainbow purple, rainbow blue, rainbow green and yellow too. Rainbow orange, like you're squeezing a juicy orange. Rainbow red, rainbow shining overhead. Yay, great job, friends. This means good job or yay in American Sign Language also. So we try and in story time in the library, learn some new songs every week and we practice our colors. So that was a lot of signs for you guys today. So I know you probably didn't catch them all, but if we have a chance, when you come in the library, maybe sometime you can practice again. Well, we had a rainbow song. We've talked a little bit about rainbows. And you know, there's stories about trying to reach the end of the rainbow, seeing if there's maybe like a pot of gold or anything at the end of the rainbow. I don't know. Do you know in reality, which means in real life, you can never reach the end of a rainbow. So if you're trying to chase it and get to the other side or to the end of a rainbow, you won't be able to get there. So yeah, just so you know that you can't reach the end of the rainbow. And sometimes rainbows are even double arcs or even up to triple or quad arcs. It's really, really very, very beautiful to see a rainbow with all kinds of different arcs. My friends, we've been talking a lot about rainbows. Does anybody have an idea what letter rainbow starts with? What letter does rainbow start with? Miss Trisha has it hiding behind here. It's peeking up. It's coming over the top. Oh my goodness, there it comes. Peeking up. It is the letter R. There it is. There it is. There's our letter R, friends. And do you know what? R makes the r sound. That's right. R makes the r sound. So that's a good letter. We have to sing our ABC song so we can find the letter R. Okay? Are you ready? We're going to start out. I'm going to move it a little bit here so you can see it a little bit better. And then we're going to stretch your storytime fingers and make the letter R. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. That's right, friends. And now we get to stretch our storytime fingers. Are we going to stretch them? Yes, friends. And we're going to trace the letter R. Miss Trisha always likes to make silly sounds when she does her tracing. So first we'll make the leg, then we'll do the bump, and then the stick. Okay, here we go. We're going to go whoop, and then zip, zip. You ready? Whoop, zip, zip. And that's the capital letter R. So if your name is Robert, maybe we have a Robert watching, they get to use the capital letter R, the big R. Or if your name is Randy or Rachel, everybody gets to use that big or capital letter R. That's for proper nouns at the beginning of sentences and things, friends. So yeah, that's our letter for today. For rainbow is the capital letter R. For rainbows, yay! That's right. Well, because we have been singing about rainbows and rain, I think we need to sing another song about rain. And this one you have to help me with. It's got some sound effects. We're going to pretend the rain is falling down like this. And then we'll go splash and we'll clap. So we'll go like this, clap. And then we'll go pitter, patter, pitter, patter. And you can't see my legs, but you can do it on your legs, friends, okay? Are you ready? The rain is falling down, splash. The rain is falling down, splash. Pitter, patter, the rain is falling down, splash. We're going to do it again, but this time we'll do it. The rain will be coming a little bit faster, okay? You ready for it to be a little faster? Because sometimes the rain comes really fast and, goodness me, sometimes there's even lightning, but we're not going to have lightning. We're just going to do the splash. The rain is falling down, splash. The rain is falling down, splash. Pitter, patter, the rain is falling down, splash. And then when the rain stops, sometimes it gets a lot slower. Are you ready? We're going to get really slow. The rain is falling down, splash. The rain is falling down, splash. Pitter, patter, the rain is falling down, splash. Good job, yay, good job, friends. I am so happy you were able to join us tonight. I want to point out a few things before we're done. This week in our libraries, we have a Fun with Rainbows kit. And you can pick it up and it has awesome things that you can do to learn more about rainbows. And if you can't make it to the library or you're watching this at a later date and it's maybe not this week, you can also look at the templates. And template is a really funny big word. It means a pattern. You can look at the template, which Miss Susan, our library helper behind the scenes, posts out on our social media, and she might be putting it in the chat so you can see that. So you could make this at home for some of the templates in which you get to make your own rainbow and decorate your own rainbow. But if you want to stop in the libraries, you certainly can stop in and grab one too. But you can color one at home because Miss Trisha really loves rainbows. We're going to be having so much fun. Do you know something else happened in addition to the rainbows this week? Yesterday was a big day. I'm so excited because I am ready. It is finally spring. It is finally spring, and that's when we see a lot of our rainbows is like in the spring and the summertime. So it's finally spring, so it's very exciting to finally have some warm weather and maybe even that rain coming. So that's all good and exciting. I want to tell you one more thing before we do our final chant, friends, that next week we will be having McPhail doing music for story time next week. So you can join us next week for story time, and you can do music next week with McPhail. It'll be kind of a live show with lots of fun music that you can jam and dance to. And so we are going to talk one more time with our rainbows and practice our colors, and then we're going to do our chant, because Miss Trisha always likes for early literacy to practice. And if I have friends who are reading at home, reading is a great practice, or having your parent or caregiver read to you if you're not quite ready to read. And we're going to do our sign language again, and we're going to do our rainbow song one more time just to practice those letters in American Sign Language, our colors, which are actually letters. Are you ready? So we're going to do the rainbow song one more time, because I know repetition. Remember purple? Rainbow purple, rainbow blue, rainbow green, and yellow too. Rainbow orange. Here comes Miss Trisha's favorite. Rainbow red. Rainbow shining overhead. Good job, friends. I'm so happy you were able to join us tonight. Um, Again, remember to tune in next week for McPhail. We're going to do our ending chant. Are you ready? So we're going to go, my hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. My feet say thank you with a tap, tap, tap. And you can tap your feet really loud. Miss Trisha maybe can hear it all the way here. Clap, clap, clap. And then tap them really loud like a thunderstorm. Tap, 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 tap. Did you hear Miss Trisha's feet? Tap, tap, tap. And then we roll our hands like the rain rolling in, roll our hands. And maybe the rainstorm's going really fast. We're rolling really fast. Oh, thank you, friends. And then we say goodbye. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I'm so happy you were able to join us here at the Carver County Library Monday Fun Day. And hopefully we'll see you again next week. And don't forget to stop in or check online about our Fun with Rainbows kit. Bye-bye, all.